Yvonne. Thank you for joining. Oh, woo! Having to wait at the DMV probably. I don't see Rebecca yet, but I'm sure she's coming. I hope. Um, I can't text her, so maybe you could text her, Yvonne, and let her know. I mean, she might have forgotten. um, so if you're here, please let me know you're here by leaving a comment. And if you share, I will share my card. One of my card, the card that we make today, I will share. I will send it to one of you who shares. So, I am excited to share this fun and easy card with you. And we'll wait just a couple of seconds. Maybe a few more will get on, and and I can we can share this fun card. So I'll just wait a couple more minutes. You'll probably get called just about the time I get started, Yvonne. Thank you for the PayPal. I got them both. So, again, if you're here, let me know so I can know that you're here, and I appreciate you joining me. If you, well, if you're here, you can see it. If you aren't, you can do the replay. So this is called a double-decker pop-out card. It's quite a fun card, and so thank you, Yvonne. She might be a little late, but she can see the replay. So here is the card, and when you pull it out, then you can see it all, and you can see it goes together, and that kind of frames it. And then here you can see the mechanism, and we're going to make this. It's really easy. It looks difficult, and at first I thought, I don't know if I want to do that one, but it's actually very easy. So we will get started. First I'll share the measurements with you, but I will put them underneath, and you'll have all the measurements down there. So this is fresh Freesia, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. So 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. And then we're going to do the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper, and that is 5 1/4 by 4, which will go on the inside of the card. And then 2 pieces that are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8, again of the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper, and that will go on the 2 front sections. And then we have the front piece, which is this piece right here, and that is the berry burst is 4 inches by 3 inches, and the white is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So 4 inches by 3 inches and 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then we have the basic white again, which for the inside, and that is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. And then the little mechanism is 3 inches by 2 1/4, and it is scored at 3/4 inches, 1 1/2 inches, and 2 1/4 inches. So that's all of the measurements that you will need. So I'm going to start by putting the Designer Series paper on first. And again, I have it scored at 4 1/2, and then I'm going to fold this back, and that is not right. Here it is. Here's the one. Sorry, I had the wrong one. So this one we're going to burnish that very well. And then this is going to be folded back to make a Z fold card. So this is how it looks. And we're going to put this piece on, which goes in the inside. And that will go, this paper is so gorgeous. I have it upside down. There's actually writing on it that you can tell which is up and which is down. And that goes in. Again, if you're here, please let me know. And I will, so that I know you're here. And if you share, then I will send this card to one person who shares. So this goes here. And then this one goes here. I'll get that even as possible. So that's that part done. Now I'm going to do the stamping so that we have that done. So I'm going to stamp on this front piece right here, and I'm going to say, let's celebrate you. So get my stamps out here before I lose them. So we're going to use Berry Burst ink, and that's going to be stamped here. And then we're going to put a balloon in there. And this will be mounted on the Berry Burst. Thank you, Yvonne, for sharing. I appreciate it. Trying to build up a little bit of an audience. So that goes there. And then we're going to stamp the happy birthday again in Berry Burst. And the set that I'm using is called Celebrate with Tags. And it has a lot of different things. A Christmas, made with love, hearts, balloon. Pretty handy set. So we're going to stamp this just kind of right in the center. I rocked it. I tell everybody, don't rock it. And here I did. I rocked it. But there's two sides to every piece of cardstock, so that's better. Okay, now we're going to start. And then the next thing we're going to do, not start, because we've already started, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to score this, the mechanism. And so I have a piece of 3 inches by 2 1/4. So 3 inches by 2 1/4. And I'm going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. And then again at 1 1/2 inches. And again at 2 1/4. So they're 3/4 panels. So we've got 4 of those little panels. Now we're going to burnish these really well, but first I'm going to make sure that they don't interact, they don't overlap, and there's just a tiny bit of an overlap. So I'm going to cut just a smidge off of one side because I do not want them to overlap. Oh, I made a mess of that, that's for sure. But I can cut that down and we won't even notice it. So now, as you can see, these little pieces don't overlap. It's rough, but that will be hidden. So the next thing I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to burnish them really well. And then the center one too. I'm going to burnish that one. Okay, now I'm going to again fold it back so that the two ends kind of meet in the middle. And then I'm going to add, the next thing you're going to need is some tear and tape. And this tear and tape is probably our best adhesive, especially for cards that have any kind of action going on. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of that on each side. So like that. So I have 2 pieces of the So you can see I've got the tear and tape on both sides, and I'm going to lift off one side first, take off the backing, and then I'm going to bring my card in, and I'm going to line this up on this middle score line. So it's just going to be right along, centered top and bottom, and just right along that score line. And then press it down good. And then this is going to match up with the score line. So I'm going to take off these. And this one. And then this will just be folded over and then burnished well, or make sure that it's down good. So now we have our mechanism. You can see that there. And then when it opens up, it flattens out, and then it's open. So now this one will go here. So I'm going to put some more tear and tape on this side. So 2 pieces of tear and tape on this side. And I'll take that off. And then this will be right here. And we'll burnish that real well too. So now we've got that part done. And now we're just going to add this part to the front of the card, and then you can see that when I put that there, this is framed by the basic white here. So I'm going to add some, make sure it's the right side, yeah. And I'm going to add some seal to here, and this is going to be lined up, again, top and bottom evenly, and then this will be. So now we have our card done. See how quick and easy that is? Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to add some of the 4 tinsel gems of the 4-pack. These are, I think they're fresh Freesia, but they go really well with the Berry Burst. So I'm going to add these here because we do need bling on every card, right? Maybe I'll add right here. So there it is. It's all done. How quick and easy is that? I love it. So I have to make more, you know, I can't just make one. I've got to make other ones. So I made a few more. This one is using the autumn leaves. These are in the Coming Up catalog, the holiday catalog. And this is the autumn leaves paper, and it's just so pretty. This sentiment, I used it last week, and it says, autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And then I'm thankful. So this is the one that uses the autumn leaves and All About Autumn Designer Series paper. This one is using the Glorious Gingham from the holiday catalog, from the annual catalog, and Layering Leaves stamp set. And so again, it's so happy to celebrate you and sending hugs. And we have to make a Halloween one. And this is Bag of Bones stamp set. And Them Bones reminds me of that song, Them Bones. I don't even remember the song, but anyway, this Them Bones Designer Series paper. So it says, eat, shriek, and be scary, and boo to you, and happy Halloween. And then this one is using the, this is the textured and tiled stamp set, and then the paper that goes with it. And of course, I can't remember the name of the paper, but it's Happy Birthday and Lots of Love. And then the last one is Berry Cute stamp set with the Berry Christmas Designer Series paper. And I just think that is just absolutely darling. So this bear can be punched out from the designer series paper, and I just did that rather than cutting it out or stamping it directly on. Just gave it some dimension. So anyway, that's the cards. So thank you, Yvonne. I don't know if you're the only one here, but thank you for coming, for watching, and for sharing. And I will be sending you the card. Thank you, everyone. If anyone else is here, have a good day and